Mm. Alright guys, okay, I think you all can see me already. It's just that I'm not sure whether I noticed that there are not many people watching. Okay, so let it populate a little bit and then let's test it out, because I'm not sure, maybe because it's peak period here, and then the internet isn't working so well. I have this theory, right, that even though you're paying a full price for whatever top of the line internet connection, I think the bandwidth is being shifted throughout the island to certain more high congestion areas, right, to provide the so-called the decent service. So I think I have decided that once my contract is up, I am definitely going to switch to another service provider. The current service provider that I'm using is called Singtel. That of course is the island's largest provider, so it's time to probably shift and shift away from it. Okay, so yes, as I was saying, okay, we have 10 people watching. Let's go. Okay, so I was saying, let's say if we are looking for an ICO, I want to hear from you guys. What are the criteria that you all look out for when you make a decision in investing in an ICO? So, you know, having it banned and so on and so forth is one thing. You know, regulations are good. It keeps the it kind of like it kind of helps the ICOs to be more compliant. Also, if they have nothing to hide, they are here to stay. They're definitely going to go through the proper channels to get their ICOs or their ICO regulatory framework to match whatever is the country's governing body, right? So firstly, I think I've always never been a fan of ICOs because, let's just put it this way, they're all startups, right? They don't really have a working product. They are just here to raise money, and eventually you never know whether they're going to be successful or not. So let's just pick a random ICO from the ICO calendar here on Cointelegraph, and you know, let's just look through it together, and you know, I will share what I would like to look out for, and then you know, you guys can also share a little bit on the chat what you all are looking out for in terms of a product, and let's see where it goes. Okay, so now let's say we look at this particular ICO called Swarm Fund, right? So I went to their site and I looked through the team. Okay, so obviously I know none of them, right? I know none of them, and I'm just gonna make sure that I look at say for example the advisors. Let's see whether there are any popular advisors who are helping out with this project. So as of now, okay, so even if I don't know the people from this section, right? Let's just assume I'm just a layman, right? I'm looking at the team. Okay, so usually you want to look for the co-founders first. Okay, so let's look through the co-founders profile. So looking through at the co-founders profile, okay, so this guy has went to the University of Berkeley, okay, and at the same time also he is a partner in Swarm Fund, so January 2017 till present, so it's 9 months. Previously he was a mentor in Singularity University, okay, mentor at StartX, which is probably a Silicon Valley non-profit organization, okay, fine. And of course, I think the most credible thing about this individual is that he came from the University of California, Berkeley. So let's just put it that way. All right, advisor and angel investor. Okay, so so personally, he has experience in startups and angel investing. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so now let's look at the other co-founder. So we look into Timo Lahaze. So Guys, this is just an example, okay? This is just an example. It's not necessarily I'm talking about Swarm in particular. I'm just looking through with you guys, right? So okay, so he's a senior advisor. So this he's more of finance, right? So investor and board member at Banker Bay. Okay, okay, so investor. All right. Okay. Okay, now let's look at lead dev, and of course we have to look at the lead dev. What projects has he done? Hacker, mathematician. So he's the CTO for Swarm Fund. Okay. All right. So relatively very seems like a young chap, this fella, right? So smart and young chap. Okay. Then of course we have the ambassador relations, so I'm assuming she's in charge of marketing. You have your global marketing. Okay, so that's pretty important. You have the front end developer, so probably the UI UX guy. Project manager. Okay, so the advisors. Now the advisors are usually the ones that are a little bit more interesting. They would have a decently better profile in the space. So okay, so we have this guy called Vivek Krishnappa, former managing director at Securities Lending and BlackRock. So BlackRock is a fund. Crypto hacker. Okay. Core Ethereum. Okay, so you have Gustav Simonson, Core Ethereum Dev and DAO Curator. Then we have the Matthew Tan, founder CEO of Etherscan. Okay, that's pretty alright. Okay. So okay, then next we have to look at what the project is supposed to do. Right? What is it trying to achieve? So let me just take a look. I'm doing this live, guys. Like literally, I'm just going through my thought process with you guys, you know. And then if you guys have you know, funds that you're looking into, you can look at it in the same manner. Okay. The project seems very interesting. Let me just look through first. Okay, so it looks like a platform where you can be a member and you pool your resources together to invest in a particular project, like on the platform. So if let's say you're looking at purchasing an asset or something like that, you can actually you as the seller, or you as the project manager, or you are the owner of a particular asset or something like that, and you can put it up, and then you can actually you know, get interest. It's like a marketplace in a way, right? It looks like it's a marketplace in a way. So from then you can probably pull together funding from the members within the platform, and then okay, so there's this Swarm's reputation model, which is based on the historical performance of a member on the network. Okay, so there's a reputational element as well. So this allows Alice to follow the experts in the field and choose a solid project which promises high returns. Oh, okay. So Alice and other network members pool their tokens into the project to fund it. The project is fully funded soon after, and Swarm platform notifies the supporting legal entities. Okay. And it covers the necessary legal work to enable tokenization of the asset. Okay. Well, it looks kind of interesting, right? Because it gives the chance for small investors to participate in projects within the platform itself. Okay, yeah, sounds pretty okay. Okay, so after you have done the research on this particular ICO, right, then you want to make a decision whether you gotta start looking at their community. So you can join the Telegram or you can join the Slack and start asking questions about the business, and of course see what kind of marketing is in place, check out their roadmap, and of course naturally there is a token swap. So Swarm tokens, so burn your Swarm 1 tokens to receive Swarm 2.0 tokens. So so there's probably a 1.0 version prior to that, and then now there's a 2.0. Okay, so the platform seems okay, rather interesting, but I think if we are more familiar with the people involved, then it will be much better. Okay, so now let's take some questions from the chat. So thoughts on buying Quantum today? Is there fear because of September 13 update? What fear are you talking about, Luca? Right now, Quantum is like all-time low. Okay, Quantum is like one of the. It's currently now at a. It's okay. Look, it's very well supported. It doesn't seem to want to go down below. It doesn't want to go down below 0.0024. So if you want to pick it up, you can. Just be a little bit more aggressive, and if there's more downside, try to pick it up. So if you watch my previous video about laddering strategies, you should be able to pick some Quantum up at this point. And because you see, if it has dropped so much, and if you decide not to pick it up, I think then when are you going to decide to pick it up? Usually at the peak, or when it already has rocketed. Don't do that. What's the thought on Neo and Quantum? I feel that Quantum has much more in terms of tech compared to Neo at this current point. That's how I feel. It's like the battle of the smart contracts. Neo is mooning because Neo is oversold, right? Neo is oversold. Look at where Quantum is, right? Quantum is literally people want to jump from one crypto to another very quickly because they have failure in terms of patience, right? If you lack liquidity, you tend to want to jump from one crypto to another. You are not having enough money to diversify across. So you're always using the same amount of money moving from one cryptocurrency to another. So just so you know, in terms of portfolio, you always want to be diversified across a number of cryptocurrencies. But I tell you what, no more than 5 cryptocurrencies would be very, very beneficial for you in the long run. Trust me when I say this. In fact, when you hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, those are the stable coins. They are not going to go anywhere. If it's anything, their infrastructure has already been laid out. You want to accumulate more of those. Now, of course, you want to pick 2 startup companies or 2 very young projects, because the ROI is always the best and always the highest and rather fast. So having 2 of those in your portfolio would be good. So 5 coins in general. Do you reckon we'll get another pullback in overall market cap? This one was only tiny. Almost feels like this recovery is a bull trap. I personally feel that okay, I don't care whether is it a trap or not, because this space is still very young. So when you look at the overall market cap and you compare it to all the big stocks that are out there in the New York Stock Exchange, right? It is just small in comparison. This is the whole cryptocurrency market cap that we're talking about here. So even if there's going to be some pullbacks here and there, right, I welcome it, because I don't want to miss out accumulating my favorite cryptocurrencies, right? So if you ask me, I'm just always going to welcome whatever pullback that happens. Now, the unfortunate thing is that if we are invested in an altcoin, that particular altcoin will always suffer when Bitcoin is going up. So it's just a matter of what's our strategy. So my strategy is just basically accumulating as much Bitcoin as possible, at the same time having some fun while investing in very, very young, high potential projects that are going to deliver. What about OMG? Is it wise to buy right now? Okay. Oh, okay. So since Neo, did Neo really list on Bitfinex? Could you link it? Right? If you can link it, then at least the chat can see that Neo really listed on Bitfinex, because I'm not a fan of Neo. I mean, yes, they have the staking, but you know, the dividend, the Neo dividend gas thing is coming down, right? So you're looking at what, 5% per annum. So are you speculating, or are you staking, right? Are you someone who's going to contribute to the network or not? That's my question. What can you say about Stratis? Stratis has not changed in terms of its business model. It's still a blockchain application solutions company, right? So there has to be this service, because there are companies that are interested in what do you call it, transitioning from their existing infrastructure to the blockchain. So Stratis helps them to do that. Now it's just a matter of the transparency of the project. So I would assume that you would have already been in the Stratis chat, or Telegram chat, or Twitter, wherever, and you're following closely what kind of collaborations and partnerships have they formed, right? You have to do that, because in terms of the price, right? Okay, if you're looking at Stratis price, let's just look at Stratis. Okay, so Stratis against BTC is already largely oversold, right? It's already largely oversold. I think if you look at stochastics, I think it's clearly oversold already. Okay, so this is the 4 hour. Let's look at 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours is really oversold. OBV is coming down, so practically the volume is leaving it as we speak. More downside, looks like there's more further downside for Stratis, but you know what, it's already the end of the year. There are always, okay, the market will always move to more interesting projects, you know, projects that are tentatively having news. So if Stratis doesn't have anything to offer in the next 3 months in terms of news, then of course you're gonna see it continue to trend down, because like I said, money wants to move out, get frisky, and trade on something else. Now if okay, so go to Bitfinex. Yeah, so guys, check out Bitfinex and see whether Neo. Well, okay, so if it's just basically, okay, so if Neo is being listed on another exchange, great. That's all. It's just a new listing, new excitement. Every time there's a decent there's, okay, anyway, whenever there's I think a proof of stake coin is always popular. Don't get me wrong, I just find that I need to understand what's special about Neo from a technical perspective. I don't want to get excited about Neo just because other people were excited about Neo before that. I would appreciate that if, let's say, you were already staking Neo and you've been getting decent amounts of gas or Neo gas, and then you've been converting it back to say Neo tokens. That means you're accumulating, right? After a while, I would just want to know, how actively has the network been growing? What's the difficulty level? Has the difficulty level been going up? You know, if the difficulty level has been going up, that means there's more hashing power that's being focused on the network to create new blocks. You know, these are the things that I want to look out for. Okay, so let's look at OMG. What do you think? White tech, no work. I heard that Bitfinex is about to be closed. No worries, Mike. It's not about that. It's not about promoting. I mean, Neo is already a coin that is already there, right? It's already out in the market already. And if you're just sharing something that's already there, then it's okay. It's not a problem, my friend. Okay, so let's look at what's the OMG, right? OMG, I'm very certain it's already it's okay. Look, I would rather not even touch it at this point because it's already overbought. Okay, this is the 12 hours. Let's look at 4 hours. Same thing, overbought, right? And I would rather that you wait for retracement back down before you even consider picking it back up. So when you look at the trend, right, you want to pick it up probably at the 0.0018. I think there is a strong chance, especially towards the end of the year. So if you are still wondering whether you should pick up OMG, pick up OMG later. You know, there's always a chance. This is something that I want you guys to understand. There's always my daughter is back, so you want to pick up a cryptocurrency and gradually accumulate it if you believe in the project. Now, of course, people who invested in the ICO of all these projects are always the ones that benefited the best. But you know what? Those projects that have very little infrastructure and you invested in them, I'm sure you're not going to be putting like huge amounts. So the whole idea is to have the confidence to be able to invest more and accumulate positions in your portfolio for these cryptocurrencies later on as you see more developments. In fact, why are wallet launches or mobile wallets so popular? Because they allow you to hold the asset, right? You don't want it to be still an ERC20 token. You know, there's still no mainnet up. You can't stake it. You can't create any smart contracts with it. You can't do anything with it. So that's why, you know, until now, those that are already working, like Steem, I think Steem is popular because you can actually earn Steem from contributing content. Now the magical thing about Steem is that I'm still wondering where is the. Okay, sheesh, the noise is always killing in my house. So when I say when you talk about Steem, okay, I'm just wondering the revenue. I would like to see some revenue coming in from an external source, rather than the members buying the Steem tokens and increasing their level. Okay, so I understand that you can level up with Steem, right? The more Steem power you own, the more influence you have when you upvote someone, and the more influence you have when you upvote someone's article or content, that person earns more Steem tokens, if I'm getting in this right. So that's fine. I find that the business model is good. This is all about the sharing economy. It really helps people out who write very well, who provide content very well. It's a means of an external means of income, another source of income. I find it's fantastic. Now, the only thing that I want to know is that whether or not there's any external revenue. Like, for example, there's advertising coming into the platform. But I think then it becomes very spammy. You see, even YouTube has not only a large database of content, but they also at least put up advertising. You know, you notice that if you monetize a video, you have the advertising popping up, and advertisers will have to pay for that. Whether or not the advertisement gets clicked, it doesn't matter. But the whole idea is about the eyeballs and the exposure, and this is where I can kind of quantify the revenue for a particular platform. There has to be something. Okay, so this is just what I think. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, so Hannah. Okay, okay, now let's look at so OMG. I repeat myself. Try to pick it up at 0.002. I think that is a good level. The next support level that you want to pick it up is the 0.016. Oh god. Okay. Okay, guys. This time, you know, I always like to stream a little bit later, but then when I stream later means that everyone's asleep. It's super challenging now, especially when I have my baby is you know, up. I don't get enough sleep myself, so just bear with me, okay? I just want to push through and get some levels out. Okay, District 0x, good to keep for long term. District 0x, it's a very young platform. I think the most important thing about it is that you have to make sure that this platform, okay, close the door please, close the door. It's close the door. Oh, can you please stop? Okay, so okay, close the door please. Okay, so if oh my god. Okay, so just so you know, there are a lot of there are a lot of projects out there that need to prove themselves first in order for you to actually generate income, right? If the project doesn't have a strong network effect, I think it's better that you leave that project and not even invest in it, because you're just, I guess it's okay when you park $100, $200 and leave it and hope there's some magic happening, and then after you can brag about it. But you know what? Sometimes you want to have the due diligence and you want to have a solid project that you can invest in big. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Now, I think Bitcoin Cash is doing pretty well at the moment. After there was announcement on after there was an announcement about integration for a wallet, suddenly there's some movement. But you know what? Let's just wait and see how it goes. It suddenly picked up in terms of volume today. I'm not sure whether people actually pick up Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so currently now it's 11% up from the low. Looks pretty okay, but I think at the end of the day we want to see more action happen in Bitcoin Cash. 155. Wait, why is my candle not loading? Oh wow, is there a gap up? Wait, let me load my chart properly first, guys. Why is there a gap up and I don't see the candle? Man, this is insane. Oh, it's 1 point. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, give me a second, guys. Huh? The kid is crying. The kid is crying. What is on earth is this? Oh, okay, yeah, it's on BitTrax. Okay. Wow, this is weird. Okay, it gapped up, guys. I'm not sure whether it did gap up or. Let's make sure the chart is loading properly. What is this? Why is the chart not loading properly? BitTrax, BCC, BTC. Okay, it's correct. Okay, I think Coinergy is having some issues, man. Yeah, Coinergy is weird today, right? Okay. Never mind. It doesn't seem to be loading properly. Okay, it's not my fault. Because currently now, Bitcoin Cash is actually at 0.1555. It's not loading. Okay, so it's okay. It's already parabolic. So let's not try to pick things up. Let's do a technical analysis on LTC. Okay, sure. LTC. Okay. Right, okay, so there was a failure to launch at this rising wedge here. So now it's attempting to reform back again. Wait, let's check out the OBV. Let's see, whiny. Okay, let me just do some Fibonacci's first, and then after that we can make a decision whether or not there's any decent level to pick it up. Okay, then I have to redraw again. Since it crossed, Okay, none of the current Fibonacci levels are like really lining up like nicely. So let's just use the latest one. Man, LTC has been pretty insane, huh? Okay, guys, I think I tell you what, let's do a lowball order. Okay, let's do a lowball order at, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do a lowball order. 0.011, right? Because it's so volatile. Okay, so let's look at the 1 day first, and then after that, why I'm intending to do a lowball order. Okay, see, so this is the 1 day, and you're having all this volatility that you can easily catch. So can you see that if you look at this trend line, this is pretty sick, man. Look at that. This is pretty sick. Look at this whole huge swing here that we're having. So aggressively, you can say, oh, okay, I want to pick it up at 0.015156, right? That's one initial aggressive level. But if you have any FUD, right, or no, sorry, not FUD, but very strong strength in BTC, you can actually pick up some LTC at the 0.01 mark. Okay, yeah. So that way you can benefit. You know, sometimes trading, I am actually someone who is very, very patient. I just don't chase stuff. So let's just see if you had, you know, if you decide to pick it up. But don't forget, okay, before let's give some perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You had to wait 19 days for it to turn you a profit of 79%. Okay, so that is something that you want to you want to pick up on, especially if you are intending to trade. So practically your month, right, you're going to be probably trading one particular crypto or two particular cryptos in a given period. Yep, LTC does hold US dollar value pretty well, and it has consistently been doing that, right? So I think when okay, now the interesting thing is, during this period of time, right, during June, if you look back on my videos, I was getting people invested in LTC. Now that was when Bitcoin, I think, was 2,500. Yeah, around 2,500, maybe below 2,000. So after that, it basically soared. After it soared, it tanked. And by the way, when it tanked, right, it means that because the Bitcoin price went up, not because LTC in terms of US dollar. Now it's picking back up again. So let's look at the trend and see whether we can pick off something nice. Okay, so you have it has to break the 0.021 level first before it can actually try to test the 0.0278. I think this whole year, if you look at this whole year of Litecoin, it has a very nice range bound effect. So I tell you what, guys, how about 0.01? That means just queue at 0.01, and then after that, you know, just queue a lowball order with your BTC and see what happens. We only care about NEO. Talk about NEO. If you want a level, that's no problem. I think NEO is pretty weak, guys, at the moment. If you want to buy NEO, you can buy it, but okay. So you have this spike because of maybe Bitfinex. Okay, so if Bitfinex pops up, then yeah. But if you're not staking, that means you're just speculating, right? It's parabolic, man. Don't bother. If something is parabolic, it's better not to chase. Okay, ZRX. I understand it's a very weird time in the US right now. It's very early, so most people are either working in Europe. ZRX has very little price action, man. I can't even get anything. Ah, okay, so it's tanked tremendously. Yep, it's tanking. Let's see now. Okay, for ZRX, right, let's look at the OBV first. I think in terms of volume, it's probably dipping as well. You can see from the histogram here, it's dying. I wouldn't touch it, man. Maybe small trades, no problem. But if you're gonna go larger, then it's gonna be quite challenging. Wait, let me see. Oh wow. Practically hardly any life, man. It's flatlining. No, man. I don't see any worth in picking this up. Like I said, small trades. You can buy in $100, $200 and see what's the best. Yeah, that's right. The US is still waking up, but it doesn't mean that there's going to be, you know, like huge volumes coming in. At the end of the day, people always want to buy cheap, right? No one wants to buy expensive. I see. Okay, wait. Let's cover Stratis. I think I covered Stratis already, man. I covered Strat already. Wait. Strat's volume is like so. Wait, let's look at Strat. I prefer using BitTrax, so let's look at Strat's volume. Stratis volume is currently, oh man, Stratis volume is currently below 1,000 BTC, guys. I like the price. Okay, I like the price, but I really don't like the fact that the volume has dipped below 1,000 BTC. I have this threshold in my head that there has to be at least 1,000 BTC in terms of volume, 24-hour volume. So, yeah, let's see whether it picks up. Okay, the candles are, as you can see, very small, kind of consolidate-ish. So you know what? If you want to pick up, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll just give a level. Okay, I'll just give a level so that people don't miss out. Try doing an even level, 0.0013. Okay, 0.0013. Let me type it in. Okay, right, so at least there is a level for people to follow. Now we look at, oh, Golem has already skyrocketed, man. I'm not looking at it, I'm sorry, man, because that was some kind of speculative news with OMG and GNT. So you're picking it up at your own risk, my friend, because there's definitely no level to be announced for that. And you know, Golem in July, literally it is still recovering back to the same levels as we entered the last time. In fact, from a BTC perspective, still 50% down, but from a US dollar perspective, in terms of I think now it's like 47 cents, it is already starting to recover, so kind of good. Right, so ICN, economy, I would assume that it's on. Okay, let's use Kraken. Okay, Kraken is a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay, it's obviously consolidating with kind of so volume, guys. So see, so the volume, the candle is kind of weak. The candles are kind of weak. Very, yeah, it's dipping volume. So I tell you what. You see, being that it's so, it came down so much and it's back to where it was, yeah, why not? Like now, like just pick it up now, man. Like buy a little bit of ICN and hold it for the next 3 to 6 months. because it's already back to the previous low. Look at it. This is like June. Of course, you know, you don't want to go crazy because April and May are very good reference, right? April and May, but look at it. Now I'm a bit concerned. Wait, before you guys go crazy and maybe the person who wanted to buy into ICN. Now, if something can spike like this and then suddenly just die down, you have to be very wary. Okay, you have to be very wary. I'd rather you go and look at the ICN's roadmap first. After you look at the roadmap, if there's anything exciting that you can punt on before you enter or invest in, then consider investing. Don't take it from me, man, because I'm not even looking at ICN's roadmap at the moment. Okay, I already covered NEO, so I'm not going to go back to NEO again. Please look at SIA. It looks like it has been consolidating for a month or not. Yeah, because why? SIA coin has literally no, there's no action happening in SC coin because it was all the hype. Let's go to the chart, man. I was never bullish about. Okay, let me try to give you all a proper answer. I like bigger projects. When you look at SC coin is a decentralized cloud storage. I really don't find that it's a big deal because you're copying a code and the blockchain is already meant for you to transfer data and store data. So they're just building a platform on top of the pre-existing blockchain platform. You need to see them spend aggressively to promote the decentralized cloud storage, but I do not know how many people would even bother to have a decentralized cloud storage when there's OneDrive, there's all the various cloud storages that are existingly there. All right, so why do you need a cloud storage? It's just all pure hype, man. I don't even know whether they'll still be around. I really don't. I really have doubts whether they're gonna be around, man. I don't see any marketing effort. I don't see them pumping in money into YouTube to create a marketing video, showing up, but maybe some year-end special or something like that to build more database. I don't know. You got to tell me, man. If you're invested in SIA coin, have you been seeing anything in the community, anything exciting that you can let me know so that I can be fair, right? I just want to be fair. I mean, okay, are you even using SC services, SIA services for your cloud storage needs? Do you? Are you? Bangkok. Probably Bangkok. I do not know what this project does, man. BC. Wait. I don't even know the ticker, man. Library. Okay. Library. At least I can. LBC. Library. I'm a little bit more familiar because, but library doesn't. Okay. Volume wise, it's picking up. Okay, wait, let's see LBC first. LBC on Bittrex. I don't like obscure exchanges, people. Don't give me some weirdo exchange, man. Not interested. If it's decentralized and big with heavy volume, that's me. I'll be there. But for now, it's Bittrex, it's Bitfinex. Polo has. I'm not sure how's Polo's situation, but Well, if SIA will launch Obelisk Tech, miners will be most secure. Okay. LBC is sub 30 million market cap. Oh. Wow. Okay. It has only 129 BTC. For 24-hour volume. So you would probably want to invest like a few $100 I mean, if you're intending to invest a few $100s into LBC, then okay, you know, but the volume has been dropping, man. It is quite obvious that the volume has been dropping. A speculative, you can do a speculative play. Let's see from a chart whether there's anything. Okay, look, it's just dead. On the 4 hours, it's like flatlining. So you probably can consider this like one of those one kind of one-time plays before it kind of dies down. Okay, that's up to you. All right, I'm not a I look at the technicals. I don't like it. If it's sub 30 million, that means the money is leaving it. At the same time, the volume is dying. See, so you can see the volume, boom, the volume is like that, right? So let's move on. Okay, anything else, guys? I am hungry and it's dinner time here. Last one. Steem wallet disabled on pull. Oh wow, Steem wallet. Oh, disabled. Is it on maintenance or disabled? It's a big difference, you know. Alright, guys. Binance promised to destroy some coins every year, opposite to printed fiat, some fraud coins. The only concern that I have with Binance is that it's a very new exchange, and you know, exchanges have a lot of money, right? There's a lot of money, and when you talk about an exchange, right, you want to work with people that are credible. I'm having a discussion with a friend of mine. Can Quantum not be useful in China because they will only regulate NEO and ban Quantum or something like that? My friend, Quantum is registered in Singapore, and its use cases and collaborations are based on the partnerships. It doesn't give a shit about ICOs. You can build stuff, and all you have to do is actually register. You don't register in China. You register on Isle of Man or something, right? Or you register in Switzerland. Those countries that are tax havens, or they are a little bit more comfortable with cryptocurrencies. Why is Steem going up so much at the moment? I have no idea. I'm not on Steem, guys. I really don't. Yeah, it's registered in Singapore. So when you say ban, it can it's marketed in China, right? So now ask yourself this question: a smart contract platform can still be used without raising money. Fair enough. Can developers develop stuff on it without raising money? You can. Now the only thing is, of course, you want to have ICOs because there's an exchange of tokens. So that means, meaning that, let's say they accept Quantum, so they're gonna have an exchange of Ethereum for Quantum, or BTC or something like that for Quantum, something like that, or maybe Quantum tokens for that particular project. This kind of stuff. So there's transactions happening on the network because there's a demand for the token. That's why all these ICOs have been having this rise up in price, right? Like when Ethereum was having all the ICOs, suddenly, wow, there's this trend. And then after that, Ethereum's price went up from $9, $10, $11 to $50, and then from $50 to $100 to $150, $150 to $300 to $400, right? So, but after a while, people will look at the fundamentals. Like, is it just purely ICOs? And how successful are these ICOs? Not many can say that they're successful. How do you feel about 10x at the moment? 10x, I think from a technical perspective, okay, 10x seems to have the most active marketing effort out there from all the what you call it? It's like a it's what is this called? Like a card, right? It's a card, it's a debit card that you can use for your cryptocurrencies that you can pay in the real life cases. It's gonna take a lot of marketing effort and a lot of branding, marketing dollars to really push up the brand. You're just marketing the card. It's nothing exciting, but it's good if they have the money or financial backers to keep pushing out, because after all, when people keep talking about 10x, 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 then after that you have more users using the 10x debit card. They are ordering the 10x debit card and they're using it with real life cases. So ultimately, if they can gradually for example, maybe start processing payment faster, and usually the rates are more attractive, because with volume the transaction fees can be low, the exchange fees can be lower. So it depends on how much integration that they can put into this 10x project. So far 10x has been decently good. Now I know that there is a project called Monaco and then Moneta. Guys, it's almost the same like SC coin decentralized storage. So I'm just watching to see whether or not they can be the next branded card in the space. So far 10x seems to be doing that. Please, hi Ryan, please sum up few ICO to buy right now which are solid. Initially it was okay. We are looking at the Kyber network. Kyber network, that's the only one I have. I have nothing else that I'm looking at other than the Kyber network. Yeah, it's exactly like Monaco, Patrick. It's almost the same. Will you get involved in one chain ICO? I haven't looked at it, but I have people talking about it in the chat. By the way, I have a Telegram chat, guys. So if you're not already in it, you can join, and of course you can value add to it. The more people who are able to value add to the chat, the better. When would you trade a coin on USD Tether versus BTC? On Poloniex, for example, do you only swing trade BTC with USD Tether and alts with BTC? I have not done a USD Tether trade in a very long time. I prefer just accumulating in the solid altcoins, for example, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. That's all I accumulate. As in, if I take profit, I usually take profit into that. I don't take profit into USD Tether much anymore. In fact, it's been quite a number of months. Okay, so I think I had a question on what are my coins that I have in my portfolio. So I have Quantum and BCC. I have BTC, I have Ethereum, and I have Litecoin. That's all I have at the moment, and I have a little bit of EOS. But other than that, I'm keeping my portfolio very small so that I can actually manage the news. Alright guys, time for me to go. I am extremely hungry. Thanks so much for watching. Probably next time I can try a more healthy timing to do the stream, because I think it's very early in the US. I'm planning on picking up Kyber from ED at 1.5. Okay, exchange. Okay, 1.52x the ICO price and ride the wave. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, Luca. It is a good project. Rest assured, our team has actually looked at it. We're very optimistic about Kyber. So if it hits the exchange, I assume that you didn't get your account whitelisted, so you're not able to get your Kyber. I mean, you're not having an approved account. So not to worry. If it hits the exchange, you might want to pick it up. That's for sure. Okay. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. It was fun. I'm sorry that just now the earlier part of the stream was a little bit messy, but you take care, man, and take care wherever you guys are, and I'll see you guys soon.